However, I really think that for most places, this is upside down. What you need to do, especially if you're talking about servant leadership, is flip it upside down. And what this does is it puts the owner of the firm right down here at the bottom. Well, what does that mean? That means that you are keeping the whole firm up, right? And any problems that occur up here, what's going to happen? They're going to fall down on you, on the base. And I like this also because really you're driving it. So if you were to put some wheels on the bottom of your car here, and you're actually deciding the strategy and where you're actually going and you're driving around this firm, right? What you are not is you're not one of these worker bees at the top. Why are they at the top? They're at the top because they are your revenue producing direct service employees. They're the ones who are bringing in the lifeblood for your firm. They're doing the actual work that's earning the actual money. That doesn't mean that what you're doing is not important. Obviously, the base of the entire organization is very important. We have all of the leadership items fall down on you, but I also want to show you what else I like to do. I like to draw this. It doesn't look like it in here. It looks like a horrible drawing, but it's a hot air balloon, right? And so you've got the balloon, and then you are on fire to build this firm. You're not blowing hot air into it, but let's say you have the fire, you're lighting that fire, you're exciting everybody, and you're blowing the hot air into this balloon that you have right here. You're going to go as far as you can provide the fuel for it. What happens is as your business grows, as more energy is put into this, you can actually hire more people and your balloon's going to get bigger and you can go higher than you ever thought possible. And so you need to understand how important it is for you to be supporting this entire thing. You're not upside down like this where everybody's supporting you. And you probably feel that in your leadership because what happens is everybody comes to you for everything. It's not them getting everything done. What you're going to find is that as you transfer authority and you learn to delegate and you learn to develop your leaders in your firm, is that you actually will have them start taking ownership and taking things, and it will free you up. And I like to think about it as like there's this one time I went to go clean up our church building, help with that. And we got there to do it. And when we got inside and we looked at the tasks, they were all done. And we asked around, we're like, do we need to do anything? They're like, nope, I think we got it. I think we're all done. And that's what you should be feeling like as a firm owner, is that you're going out to work on the daily stuff and you're like, oh, did this get handled? Did this get handled? And they're like, yep, we're all good. We're done. And you're kind of dumbfounded a little bit. Like if you're not used to having that happen and you've been able to successfully transfer the leadership and you see that balls aren't getting dropped, all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm really not needed here. But then we have the mind shift where owners are trying to figure out, well, if I'm not doing the daily stuff, what am I supposed to be doing? Well, you're the visionary, you're the long-term direction person. You've gone from being the doer to the developer, and now you're going into the actual strategic and growing your firm. So a lot of your time is going to be spent on marketing and brand building. A lot of it's going to be on coaching still, because you're not going to be doing the daily work. What's happening is you're developing the leaders who are just underneath you. You're not doing this for the entire firm. You're developing the leaders who are just underneath you and teaching them how to develop the leaders under them. And that is going to be a lot of your time, because as you develop more and more leaders, they can handle more and more. You can hire more and more and develop more leaders, and it all starts toppling so that you can actually grow your firm. Now, the other side of that, of course, is your processes and developing your products really well and stuff. But that's what you're going to have time to do. So I really encourage you to go ahead and flip your organizational charts upside down